Let's go to sexual performance. Is that something that you studied? Have you come across any research papers on that?
A little bit. I haven't studied this nearly as much, but I have a few notes for that as well. So one is you've mentioned this in a number of your videos, but if you can't see your Johnson, then that's a big problem.
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. Yeah. So
if you get out of the shower and you look down and you can't see Johnson, you got a problem, boys.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Lose that weight.
So reducing body fat is a huge one. Mainly because obesity and just being overweight has tremendous effects on your vasculature. So we think about body fat, but honestly has a tremendous effect on your vasculature as well. So blood flow can't get to the areas that it needs to. The second thing is resistance training. So while, we talk about testosterone, for example, resistance training is an excellent source of pumping up your testosterone as a whole. Typically, resistance training individually, when you do a session, your testosterone spikes and then it comes right back down within about 30 minutes. But overall, just the fact that you have to put on muscle and maintain that musculature, that ultimately has a tremendous effect on your overall testosterone levels, which testosterone-free, unbound testosterone has tremendous effects on like erectile dysfunction, has sexual or libido, all that stuff. So resistance training is a huge one. And then for the people that don't want to do either one of those, obviously I don't recommend that at all, but the other one that I've read one study on this, and I planned on doing a lot more on this, but I just haven't gotten around to it, is there's a supplement called the red Korean ginseng, which this one study found that this was in, I think, men in their 40s or 50s, something like that. And they took red Korean ginseng and ultimately found that they had better sexual performance, not like massive differences, but relatively, like, let's say, a moderate effect. Also, erectile dysfunction was dramatically reduced, not completely eliminated, but certainly better.
What was the pathway that the red Korean ginseng worked through? Was it nitric oxide, or was it something else?
Yeah, so they had a few different suggestions. One of them is you're exactly right. So it has effects independent of testosterone. It actually increases nitric oxide, which gets released by the endothelial cells. Those then bind to the smooth muscle cells within our vasculature, specifically around the penis in this situation, and then it opens up the vasculature so that you can actually have an erection or have better vascular flow to the brain as well. And then the other one that they surmised was that ginseng also binds the actual molecule or a molecule, I should say, that's found in ginseng, also binds to what are known as GABA receptors. So GABA is an anxiety related neurotransmitter. And they don't exactly know if that is one of the main mechanisms, but they do know that it has an effect through that. So I think there's a lot more research that needs to be done on the topic, but it's something.
Did they compare it to something like L-arginine and what's the other one? Carnitine, I think, which are probably the most relied on now for nitric oxide boosting properties.
No, they didn't. Not in that study. Again, unfortunately, I've only looked at that one study, so it's something I need to look into more.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.